AI is graduated from being interns to experts.
There's going to be a whole new generation of giants.
And that's where the value is. Welcome to Inside the Mind of an AI VC, our series at Empress Capital, where we share how we think about the frontier of AI investing. Last cycle, it was all about SaaS. What's this cycle all about? We think it's something bigger.
We're talking about vertical AI, startups building AI-first products for specific industries. And we believe this is where the next wave of multi-billion-dollar companies are being born.
At Empress Capital, we really like frameworks. So let's talk about it for a second. What's the difference between SaaS and vertical AI? So if you think about the older generation SaaS, let's call it SaaS 1.0, you can actually think about it as a UI layer on top of a database. It's pretty much how it's built, all these technologies, all these softwares. Really what it was a way to digitize workflows in a way to improve productivities for users.
Vertical AI is different. It embeds intelligence directly in those workflows from beginning to the end. It's doing the whole job.
Why now? Well, think about it. First of all, almost every SaaS product you can think about is going to be rethought in the age of AI. The second thing, there's just so many more opportunities that we can build new solutions for because the cost of deploying products and intelligence is now so much lower that it just broadens the surface areas of problems the entrepreneurs and founders can approach. And we see a huge amount of opportunities in those kind of two trends.
In our last video, we talked a lot about reasoning models. We also think that those reasoning models are going to change what kind of vertical AI solutions are now going to be possible. So we think this is also a big factor as to why now is going to be a critical time for vertical AI. Australia is already a global SaaS leader. We really punch above our weight, and we think we're perfectly positioned. We think that vertical AI will have many breakout companies here in Australia, and I think we're about to start this happening all again.
So now let's reframe how we think about this shift. In a way, SaaS gave us dashboards. Vertical AI gives us decision engines.
So the best products won't just help humans make decisions, they'll make them. Right now, they'll make them maybe augmented with them, but in the future, we think they'll help them make them. And that's not just a feature, it's a full transformation. And we think this is transformational in the way businesses will operate.
At Empress, we are not just observing this shift. Our job is to build frameworks and find the best companies inside it to invest. We call it the Empress Evaluation Framework.
And this is how we pick the winners.
We're looking for three things: depth, moat, and flywheel. First, depth. Think about it as workflow depth. Is the AI solving a painful, mission-critical process in this vertical?
The second thing is there an intelligence moat? Does the model improve usage within a domain? So does it really improve how that business operates and that vertical operates?
And the last one, ROI flywheel. Does it deliver the economic value that gets better over time?
That's what separates an AI feature from an AI native company. And that's what we're really looking for.
And this isn't just theoretical. Companies such as Harvey and Evenapp in law, also Abridge in healthcare, even Cursor in software development tools, they're doing exactly it. To understand how they actually do it, it's really useful to think about it from the standpoint of the framework that we talked about in the previous video. We talked about interns, experts, and agents. Imagine if every industry suddenly had access to a new kind of team, one that never sleeps, scales infinitely, and learns from every interaction. Now, Harvey is essentially your legal associate's intern, but on steroids. It drafts contracts, pulls precedents, it writes all day, every day. He's not here to take notes. He's already writing the first draft. If you're a lawyer and you need to come up with a contract or chronology of a certain case that you're working on, the previous SaaS products were all about sending it, collaboration, searching things. You still need to do the intelligent work of putting it together. Now, legal tech companies like Meritech and Harvey and so forth are actually able to bring you that part of the work in seconds and minutes. Your job now is to take that work and push it further and evolve it. And that is a significant change to the actual work that we're doing. In other words, we didn't just put a new, faster, more productive way to do the same work. We changed the work and the definition of work in that vertical. AI is graduated from being interns to experts, and in some cases, they're becoming managers. Vertical AI is letting companies hire intelligence, not just software. And the smartest founders are building companies around these new roles. Cursor is another great example of how AI has shifted from, just autocomplete and prompts to something much smarter. In a way, the new versions of Cursor are not just helping you complete code, but they actually help you plan features, debug bugs, and really think through your architectural decisions with you.
Another company that's a really great example of vertical AI is one of our portfolio called Mary Technologies. They're a legal AI company that helps law firms deal with what they call operational chaos. Lots of documents, trying to pull out information and understand cases. They really are able to help not just with pulling that information out, but integrating that into their workflows. This is super powerful. And what we're seeing, much like with companies like Cursor, the adoption of these technologies is really significant.
What's common here is that those type of companies and products didn't just add AI to old SaaS software. What you see here is new models of work that are built around the incorporation AI into the process. And that's the difference. And that's where the value is.
This is a whole new class of businesses using this technology. And we're just starting to see the first of those companies coming about being AI first.
Now, we've seen this movie before. It's a platform shift. We moved from desktop to the web, and then we got mobile and cloud. And in every step, in every generation shift, new industries were born, big companies were invented. AI is that supercharged. Practically every type of software you can think of is ripe for disruption and in a way, ripe for investment.
Yeah, we believe there's going to be a whole new generation of giants, those breakout companies, and this is the cycle for this to happen.
Vertical AI is early, but it's moving fast. Now it's the time to build. Now it's the time to invest.
The big question is, who's coming with us?